my channel and I am engaged. This is so exciting. Yeah, I had a little break from filming new videos because I just wanted to be in my engagement, I was gonna say honeymoon, it's not honeymoon, but like engagement bubble, and just enjoy that, and yeah, just spend time with Dan, so that's been really nice. But I ages ago got a comment asking for me to do a snagging video about my house. I want to preface this video as well just by saying that I think we've been incredibly lucky with our house because we actually haven't had many snags. I've written them down and I'm going to go through them, but yeah, I mean, this is our first home, this is our first new build house we've ever lived in. No, you know, none of our families ever lived in a new build house, so this is just from our experience on what snags we had. I don't know if that's normal, more or less, but from watching other videos it seems like we have had less rather than more, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I'm going to dive into our snags. Okay, so snag number one was our kitchen cupboards. There was nothing wrong with the cupboards themselves, they were absolutely fine, but the way that they were fitted meant that there was like different size gaps in between each different cupboard. Oh, I've got an itchy eye. Differently spaced out, so like some drawers would be harder to open than others if they were too close to the drawer above, and so on with those kind of things. So that was fixed, and it was a pretty easy fix. They just came in and sort of rejigged them around a bit, gave them a bit of space. So now all of our kitchen cupboards are perfectly spaced. But yeah, that was like one of the first things we noticed. I'm gonna go downstairs to upstairs as well, just because that's the way that we wrote them down in that order when we first had our snags. The second snag that we had was we had some filler missing from around the house, like polyfiller, I think is what it's called. I'm very not technical. But yeah, or like grout or whatever it is. No, I think it was the filler. And we had some missing from our downstairs bathroom, and we also had some missing in our ensuite and our upstairs bathroom as well, like our main bathroom, just in small little areas. Again, not a huge deal. It was easily fixed and someone came around to sort it, but yeah, we had some of that missing throughout our bathrooms, which was a bit of a random one. Our next snag was our ensuite door. So our bedroom door, our master bedroom door, there was a split down the side. It wasn't very noticeable, it's just literally a crack on the corner. I didn't even notice it, Dan noticed it first, and they are meant to be replacing the door. Now that still hasn't been replaced. There's a few things on this list as well which still haven't been done, and we've been in this, well, I mean, we've moved into this house in June and we're now in October, so we obviously aren't happy about that, and have written to Taylor Wimpey and complained about how long it's taking to sort some of the issues, especially when we don't have a massive list of issues in the house anyway. So yeah, some of these things have not been sorted. We've still got the door. The last update we got was they were waiting for the door we needed to be in stock for them to be able to switch it out. But yeah, we still have the door with a crack down it. I completely forgot to mention and skipped our stairs. We had some carpet lifting in the corners of our stairs. We've got carpet throughout all the sort of the hallway, the living room, the stairs, and then upstairs in all the bedrooms. The only rooms that don't have carpet are the kitchen and the bathrooms, which are tiled. So yeah, that's the only place we've noticed carpet lifting as well. So it was just in the corner going up the stairs, in a few of the bottom stairs you could just see where the carpet's starting to lift. Again, that was sorted really quickly. We had the people that did the carpeting first come in and just literally like knocked it back into place, and now it's like really secure. But other than that, we've checked all the carpet all around the rest of the house and that's been absolutely fine. So yeah, that was an issue and was sorted and dealt with really quickly, so that was really, really positive. Now this next one is a particular gripe for Dan. I tried to get him in this video, but it would literally be ages before I'd be able to film it because of his work schedule, so I just decided to do it myself. But this in particular aggravates him the most. We've got on our window hinges, it's the case in all our upstairs windows. Our downstairs ones are fine, but in our upstairs windows, there's where the joins are for the window, it's rusted, and that's the case for all of our windows. That is something that we're still chasing up and we're still trying to get sorted, and Dan is particularly passionate about this. He's the one that spotted it initially. I didn't even spot it, as you can tell. Dan was the one with the eye for detail with a lot of things, snagging wise in our house. And yeah, that it's still like, I mean, it's not like a crazy amount of rusted, but considering it's a new home, we obviously don't want to have problems later down the line. And a lot of these things are things that we don't want to have problems later down the line, so we'd rather sort them now than wait basically until they're done. Another thing that has still not been sorted, our shower head in our main bathroom. We've got a shower in our ensuite, which is great, because obviously we can use that, but there's also supposed to be a shower head in our family bathroom above our bath. It was only supposed to be a sort of one fitted on to the bath, like just like the shower head, but on the bath. I don't know the official name, but I should have looked this up before I did this video. But whatever that situation is called, where the shower is supposed to be, it is not. They didn't fit the shower. They gave us one that appeared to be used, because when we picked it up, water came out of it. So yeah, Dan was not very pleased with that either. So we requested for a new one. They gave us the new one. It was so short. We asked for it to be attached to the wall, but the new one they'd given us was too short to be able to attach it to the wall and us actually be able to use it as a proper shower. So we are still waiting on a longer shower head to be able to mount to our wall in our bathroom, and that is something that we're still following up with Taylor Wimpey about. So yeah, we're hoping that gets sorted soon. Well, all the issues that we're chasing up, we're hoping get sorted soon, because like I say, we've been in here a while now. It's taken a little while just for these like few remaining things to be done, and we just want it to like all be done out the way. This was something that was more the case with the doors upstairs, but I also saw this with one of the doors downstairs, and it's just the same problem that we had with the kitchen cupboards. It's just the way that they were fitted. They would be like a wider gap at the top and a narrower gap at the bottom, and things like that. So it just wasn't, they weren't fitted like properly, like straight. Obviously I'm great at explaining things, but yeah, they weren't all fitted as they should be. So again, we had someone really quickly after we move in come in, take the doors off, and then align them properly. So that was the case with, I think, 3 of the doors in our house that were just slightly off. What I know from my previous houses that I've lived in is that the wider that it gets wider over time, and then you can't shut the door because of the way that the door sort of does this. The case with my old bedroom when I used to live with my mum, and I've just realised, I said at the beginning of this video that I've never lived in new build. I did. Our house that we used to live in with my mum was a new build, but obviously I was a baby, so I wasn't aware of a lot of things. Just realised that now. So I should have been more aware of new build houses, but yeah, that was a problem that we had with the house that I grew up in. Had that door issue happen. And the last thing on my snagging list, we just had some little marks on the walls, and this was the case just like generally all around the house, so I didn't pinpoint like a certain area, but there would just be like small untidy marks on the wall, like plaster where it wasn't neat. This was like dotted around in a few places around the house, and again, someone came in really quickly to sort all of those sort of uneven, like if there wasn't, like the paint was too thick or too thin in certain areas, or whether, yeah, like the plaster wasn't neat. They had come round, and very shortly after we moved in, when we made them aware of this snag, they came in and sorted that out. So all the areas we sort of marked around the house, we had people come in and just to smooth it all out. I think this was a case like sort of you could see like a gap under the stairs. If you were downstairs in the hallway looking up at the staircase, you could see sort of under the stairs where it hadn't been painted properly. And that was the case with like a few little areas in the house. Like I'm in the second bedroom now, which me and Dan use as our dressing room, and there was quite a few like sort of around our windowsill, like areas where the plaster just wasn't very smooth, and there were small bumps, but those were really small little things that we just picked up. I would definitely suggest, if you are currently in the process of writing your snagging list, mention more than less. So anything you pick up on, add it to the list, even if it's the smallest thing and you think, oh, it's probably insignificant, always add it to the list, because if it's not an issue, like when we first moved in, we flagged that our the white caps that were on our light bulbs, they'd started to fall off on a few of ours, and me and Dan flagged that, to then later realise that when the painter had come in and painted the ceiling before we moved in, he'd not attached the caps properly to the ceiling, which is why they came off from the ceiling. So all that needed to be done was just for them to be clicked in, and obviously me and Dan wouldn't have known that had they not have told us. So even if it seems more insignificant, always flag it, because what could seem like a little issue could be a bigger issue than you realise, or it could just be something for you to note in the future if you see it. So if we are fiddling around with our lights or whatever and they come loose, we just know that we need to clip them back in, and it's not a fault with the way that they're fitted. Sorry that was a bit of a short and sweet whistle-stop tour of snagging throughout our house, but yeah, like I say, there really wasn't that much. From what I've seen from YouTube, I think there definitely could have been more problems we've had. So far so good. Obviously, like I say, we haven't been, you know, in the house a year. We haven't even been in the house 6 months. June, July, August, September, October. Yeah. I haven't been in the house that long to obviously work out what's going to be a huge problem, or, you know, anything major that could mess the house up or cost us a lot of money. We haven't had that situation with yet. That's not to say that this could be the problem in the future. You don't know, but so far our experience with snagging has been relatively good. Obviously discounting the things that are still outstanding and the things that we're still waiting to be done. Everything else has been done pretty quickly, and the issues that are outstanding still aren't getting in the way of me and Dan living in this house. They're not massive problems that are preventing us from being able to live in the house. So yeah, I do think we got really lucky from what I've seen. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I'm sure it's going to be a very short and sweet one, but like I say, there really wasn't too much going on snagging wise. But I hope that it was insightful and interesting, especially if you are in the process of doing your snagging list. Yeah, if you've had any similar issues come up, then please write them in the comments. It'd be interesting to hear other people, especially if you're bought a house of Taylor Wimpey as well, and what your experience was snagging wise. But again, I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I will be back with more home videos, more life stuff. We've got some really fun things coming up, and now COVID restrictions are loosening. There's definitely a lot more fun things we can get up to, me and Dan, and things that I want to share as well on the channel. So really excited for that. I'm really excited for that, and so pleased as well that I checked today and I had 291 subscribers, which is so much. Like, to think that that many people have subscribed and are interested in watching my videos is like really mind-blowing for me. That means I'm so close to 300, which again is really, really exciting. So thank you for everyone who's subscribed recently, and if you have any videos that you want to see, whether that's to do with new builds, whether that's to do with wedding planning, yes, I'm gonna keep going on about it, but yeah, any videos that you want to see from me or me to talk about, then please drop that in the comments, because I love making videos that are suggested to me as well. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!